Welcome to the next lesson. In this part, we are going to talk about the new features of Midjourney 5.2. Okay, it's really great, and the quality of the designs that it can do, it's impressive. So, they also added some features for it that right now I'm going to show you. Now, earlier today, I was working on the cover image of this course. Okay, here are some of the samples, as you can see. And I'm going to show you how I build these images using Midjourney 5.2. So let's come back to our AI generator channel. And here, let's write down imagine. And here is the prompt that I used for this specific image. A powerful, modern, futuristic, armored suit, superhero, orange, black, light, etc. Okay, 3D render, realistic, black hole, and the ratio of it is 16.9. Okay, so I'm gonna run this, and the new features that right now I'm going to show you are really helpful, especially when you find when you create an image that you really like, but you want to make some changes on it. Okay, it's really helpful, and in a moment I'm going to show you how it works. But remember, before you come here and use it, go back to your settings, okay? And inside the setting, make sure that you select Midjourney 5.2, and also it has raw mode as well. Okay, so you can turn it on. Right now that I submitted this image, it wasn't on raw mode. Okay, but I can try it again with the raw mode as well, so you can see the difference. Okay, so let's run it. So it is version 5.2 with raw style. Okay, all right, the first image is ready. As you can see, it looks impressive. Okay, and let's say, for example, I like, let's say, number 3. Okay, so I upscale it, and when it is upscaled, we have some additional features here. The first two options is it will make some other variations. The first one will create some variations, but the result will be very different. Okay, and the second one will also create variations, but the different wouldn't be much. So let's try the version with low difference first. Okay, and when it is ready, I will run the other one, which will create a lot of differences. So here is the one with raw style. Okay, so as I said, on raw style, uh, we have less effects on our images. So let me let's say open this one on the browser. Okay, and let's open the other one on the browser as well. So this is on raw mode. If I zoom in, okay, we see more details, and it is a little bit more realistic. Okay, and it really looks amazing. Okay, I'm fascinated by what they have done on Midjourney 5.2. Okay, but here you see it's more like 3D. Okay, here it's a little bit more realistic. Okay, we can see small details, scratches, noises on the suit, right? And it looks great. I really like this one. Anyway, let's go back to Midjourney. And all right, so this is the one with little difference. Okay, so here is the image that we upscaled, and then we submitted a request for Midjourney to create other variants of this image, but with little differences. And as you can see, they are very close to each other. For example, the eyes are a little bit different. Okay, for example, here on the head, we see some small differences in the detail. Like, look at the chest. Okay, it's very similar to each other, but there are small differences. Okay, let's try the other one with a strong variation. Okay, and the other tool that I really like is here. Okay, on this line, which in a moment I'm going to show you after this image is ready. All right, the image is ready. And if we look at what we have here, they are more or less in the same style, but with more variations. Okay, the differences are more. Not it's not only in the small details, but for example, the way it looks. Okay, more other things have changed in this part. Okay, so let's come here on this version, which we made it with the raw style. I'm gonna upscale number 2. Okay, so let's upscale it. Let's say you create an image, you really like it, but the problem is that you don't have the full um, object that you want. Okay, maybe you want more of it. For example, here, maybe I want to have the head of the robot as well. What should I do then? So here they added 3 other options about zooming out. So the first one is zoom out 2 times. Okay, so if I click on it, it will go back 2 times. This one will go back a little, okay, like 1.5. And here we can click on custom zoom. And here, as you can see, there is an option dash dash zoom. It is on 2. Now the number that here we can select is from 1 up to 2. So for example, if I want to go back very little, I can come here and write down, for example, 1 point, let's say 2. Okay, this will zoom back, but not much. Okay, you see it is building the image, it is creating the image, and now we have the head, we have more space around it. Okay, compared to what we had here, it is zooming back. So let's wait for these variations to get ready. Now here, pay attention. This is the original image. It's gone. Okay, there was a frame, right? That was the original image, and we came back just a little, right? Okay, it's ready. This is the version with zoom back on 2 times. Okay, you see we have the top of the head. Let me open it in the browser. Okay, look at here. We have a bigger space. The one that we had before, it was until here, okay, before the head ends. But here, as you can see, it went back further. You see here? So let's come here and, right, this is almost ready. Now this is the one with custom zoom of 1.2, as you can see here. And let me open it. And if we compare it with this one, you see it's exactly the same thing, right? The same object, but the part that it created has some variations. For example, here, this main part that we had it before is exactly the same on all 4 versions, right? But the rest of it will be different. Let's try it on another object or item that looks much better. For example, let me come to what I was practicing today. Right, let's come down. Okay, I was creating some funny avatars of myself. I will explain it on the upcoming chapters. We have a great tool to create this kind of avatars as a video. It's really amazing. So let's select one of them. For example, this one. I think I upscaled that one. Right, here it is. Okay, so let me, for example, come here and try zoom out 2 times. Okay, and when the result is ready, let's scroll down. Let's wait for the result to get ready. All right, it's almost ready. Let me open the image so we can compare it. Where is it? Right, I think it was somewhere around here. Here it is. So let's open it in the browser. And let's scroll down to the new image that was created a moment ago. Now, look at what we have here. So as you can see, we had 2 shelves here. We had part of some creature like a dog here, some books here, okay? And we see part of the table, and the space above my head wasn't much. Now let's look at these variations. So the first image, the original image that we had is here, okay? In all variations that we have, it's exactly the same. It's only the differences is only for the rest of the area that it just generated, okay? So we can look at and see that, all right, I like this one or I like that one more, okay? So for the new environment. So this is the main use of zoom out, and it's really, really amazing, okay? It is really helpful, and today it helped me a lot as well. Now we have another option here, make a square, okay? So if we click on it, okay, it will regenerate the same image that we had, but it will jump on the square aspect ratio, okay? So let's wait for this image to get ready. All right, you see, here is what we had in the previous image. You see the frame, now the frame is gone, and now it is trying to generate the rest of the image, but making it as a square, okay? So let's wait for it to get complete. All right, the image is ready. And this way you can, with a simple click, make the image that you liked before, you can make it a square, okay? So these were the new updates that we had on Midjourney 5.2. And of course, the quality of the images in different variations was increased, okay? In different styles, different types was increased. And you can practice it. It's really helpful. And for if we have more updates on Midjourney, I will record new lectures and add it to the course. So that was all for this lesson. See you on the next